Well, hey everybody, welcome back to my unprocessed life. I'm finishing up at work, getting out of here a little bit later than I had expected. And been a pretty uneventful day, I guess, all things considered. Finished off my smoothies for lunch and haven't had anything else yet. So now I'm in search of dinner before my guitar class starts here in about an hour. And I've looked it up online and tried to figure out, because I'm not going to be able to find any fruit that's ripe. I've already gone this route a number of times. Or, you know, basically I can go have a salad with no dressing on it. And that, even though the greens would be good for me, they'll be completely unfulfilling. So I'm going to go with the sandwich on a bun. I'm going to go with a Subway sandwich. And I know that sounds really weird, but here's the thing. I did the numbers online today, and I was trying to find a low-fat vegan option, whether it was cooked or not, to try to find something to satiate me, to get me through, at least until I get home, because I'm starving. I really am. I don't think I really brought enough food with me to get through, so that's a little bit of a challenge. As far as all my macronutrients go, I'm right on. I'm like 79 carbs, 13 protein, and like 9 fat. So right where I need to be there. Most all of the nutrients are there too. So now I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna go get some Subway. I'm gonna get a Veggie Delight. And the way I do the Veggie Delight, I don't have any cheese on it. I do whole wheat bread, and then I also I do all the vegetables, and I don't put any dressing on it. Maybe a little bit of vinegar just for flavoring, but really, if there's enough tomato and jalapeno on there, then it kind of flavors it enough, so I don't really have to worry about that. But that's the plan for dinner, is to go do a foot-long Subway Veggie Delight, and that should do it for the night, or at least till I get home. I may need an additional snack once I get home. We'll see. We'll see how that all pans out. According to the chronometer for weight loss, to keep my calories in deficit, I need to really be done eating. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to drink some more water, see if that will stave off some of the hunger for a little bit, and see if I can get through the night. And then I'm on call starting tomorrow morning, so that's going to add a little bit more into it, but we'll see how that all pans out. So that's what's happening in my unprocessed life. It's been a pretty good day, considering that I haven't really had much fat, which is always one of those things that can drive you over the edge, where you're just like, oh my goodness, I need something. It's usually where those cravings kick in, is when you haven't had enough fat or enough sweets to do that. So either one of those. And today, I mean, I really legitimately haven't had any fat other than maybe the cacao powder that was in my smoothie, because my smoothie was basically 6 bananas, a liter of water, and 3 tablespoons of cacao powder. And it was a good smoothie. I liked it. You can see it on Instagram. I got it up there. Yay! But it probably wasn't enough. I probably needed another one. Another jar, because I had, I think, 64 ounces is what it was, 2 32-ounce mason jars full of smoothie, and I really needed a little bit more. So I really don't believe in being hungry to the point where it distracts you from what you're working on, what you're doing. And so it's kind of an important deal to try to make sure that you stay carbed up, as Mr. Ryder would say. I think that's an important piece, especially if you're using healthy carbs. If there was a better smoothie place around, I could probably do that. But under my time crunch, I'm going to be under the wire anyway, so I don't really have time to stop and place. Hopefully there will be a Subway somewhere along the way that I can hit up. Otherwise, I might have to change my plan en route, which, you know, that happens in life. So sometimes you have to deal with non-perfect scenarios, living in the real world, and plans changing. Life happens, and you have to be able to roll with it to some degree. I'm usually pretty good at rolling with it, but a lot of times what happens is I really fall far off track. So that can be a challenge as well. But we'll try to remedy that this go around. Let's see, what else? It's been a pretty good day. I've been learning my chronometer a lot better. I've been working with that. I'm beginning to see that I'm going to have to add in a number of things myself. I'm going to have to add in the different, like the juices and things like that. I'm not going to really be able to, you know, just take a green juice that's out there and go, hey, here you go, because the green juices change all the time. You know, sometimes I have kale, sometimes I have collard greens, you know, and so forth. So I kind of have to build those out in chronometer, which after I have a few of them built out, it probably won't be too bad. But it can still be challenging sometimes. So, but it is a really cool little app. So if you're trying to follow your macronutrients and you're trying to follow your daily suggested you know, recommendations, or you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to follow your calories, they're all really good. Now, I haven't seen Fitbit. I know some people have told me that Fitbit has similar things in regards to that. I haven't played with it. I don't have a Fitbit, so I don't know how it stacks up with chronometer, but I would recommend that you find an app that helps you with that, if at all possible. That way you kind of know. It helps me a lot. I get a kick out of it because it helps me to know where I'm at on a number of different levels. And even if I'm getting more calories in than what I was shooting for, at least I know what that calorie count is, and I can keep that as one of the things in my brain. And plus, I can also add in exercise in there. I don't usually, because I haven't been exercising. I will try to remedy that, however, ASAP. But that has been a plus as well, and I'm feeling pretty good. You know, today actually, other than being hungry from about 3 o'clock on for the last 3 hours, other than that, I've been feeling pretty good today. I didn't fall asleep after lunch. I wasn't super tired. I was able to stay focused, and I missed that all last week. You know, last week I was tired. I was falling asleep, and you know, because my body was trying to digest. And I'm not saying that food's all bad for you by any stretch of the imagination, but what I am saying is that I can tell a difference within me. And hey, I'll tell you what, the desire to go eat cooked food today was really big. I mean, I didn't want to drink those 2 smoothies and call it good. I wanted to go get something else, and I thought about it. I did, because I'll tell you what, in that cafeteria, that pizza looked and smelled so good, and I really wanted it. But then I had to remind myself that I really don't want that. What I do want is to get healthy, and all of those things that are telling me, hey, you want to eat this, are really, they're kind of lying to me, because that's not really what I want. What I want to do is lose some weight and drop some triglyceride levels and be able to run again. I haven't been able to run for years. Now, hey, I may never ever be able to run a marathon because my lungs are pretty well jacked up from asthma and allergies and 20 years of smoking. So I may never be able to do a marathon in any record time. I may not be able to do a 5K in any record time. But you know what? I would like to at least be able to run one in terrible time, so that, you know, I want to be able to go out and play with my son more than just a few minutes here and there, where I kind of have to cheat by sending him to do all the work instead of me doing anything. And because of that, I've got to keep my eyes focused on where I'm going, right? I've got to try to remember in those moments, I've got to train myself to remember in those moments that even though I think I want those things, I don't. That is my mind playing tricks on me. You really want this pizza. I really don't want the pizza. I want the emotional response to eating the pizza. I want the feeling, the euphoric feeling that comes from it. But what I don't really want is what that pizza is going to do to me. So in essence, I'm saying I don't want the drug. And that's kind of tough to do. I have to do it 3 times a day. And, you know, there are tricks to get around it, right? I mean, you can stock your entire house with nothing but healthy food, but you're still going to have those cravings you're still going to have to beat, because you know you can still get in your car and drive down and pick up, you know, a pizza or anything that isn't healthy, isn't in what your focus is at any minute. Nobody can stop you except for yourself. And that is what I'm shooting for and trying to attain. So all in all, thus far it has been a successful day. We'll see how successful tonight is and tomorrow, but we'll take it one day at a time, because only one day ever exists. It's the best I can do is one day at a time. So it's the best you can do too. All right, until next time, have a great day. You can reach me over on Instagram and see everything I eat over there. You can find me at myunprocessed.life, or if you want to reach out to me on email, you can do that too. You can reach me at myunprocessedlife@gmail.com, and I'll be around, and feel free to reach out. Of course, you can always comment down below. You can like and share these things if you want to. And I just want to say thank you once again for spending time with me, because I know there are plenty of things out there for you to spend your time with, and I know it's a conscious decision for you to spend time with me. I appreciate it, and I love my time with you, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Until next time, I'll talk to you later.